the first step into the night. I remember the night it began. The moon was a thin silver blade slicing the sky, and the air carried a silence so heavy it felt like velvet against my skin. Some nights invite you to stay inside. This one begged me to leave. I stepped barefoot into the cold grass, feeling the earth breathe under me, slow and steady, as if it had been waiting for me. My name is Luna Vale, and I've always believed forests have memories, but that night, they proved it. The voice behind the trees. The deeper I walked, the quieter the world became. Crickets hushed, wind stilled, even my thoughts softened into whispers. And then, a sound. Not loud, not sharp. A kind of exhale behind the trees. Luna. My heart stuttered, not out of fear, but of recognition. As if the forest had spoken my name the way someone says, finally. A path that was never there before. Moonlight spilled over a narrow path I swear had never existed. It was lined with pale flowers glowing faintly, like they had swallowed bits of starlight. They swayed without wind, as if greeting me, inviting, or warning. I followed. Of course I followed. Some call it curiosity. Some destiny. For me, it was simply a feeling, a pull deep in my chest, like a memory trying to surface. The lake of stillness. The path led to a lake so still it looked like a polished black mirror. No ripples, no insects, no reflection, just darkness, endless and soft. I knelt, held my breath, and the lake whispered back, not with words, with images. I saw myself, but not as I was, as I had been, as a child running through these same woods, laughing, unafraid. I saw my mother's hand holding mine, her voice saying, "If you ever feel lost, the forest will show you the way home." But my mother had never said that. At least, not in this life. Yet, I remembered. The woman of moonlight. A soft glow bloomed from the trees behind me. A figure emerged. Tall, slender, woven from light and shadow. Her hair fell like liquid silver. Her eyes held constellations. She looked like me, or rather like a version of me untouched by time. "You returned," she said, her voice a ripple through my bones. "Returned from where?" I asked. She smiled, sadly, as if the answer itself were a wound. "From forgetting. The memory that wasn't mine." She approached the lake. When her fingers touched its surface, it glowed like molten glass. "Watch." The water shifted, revealing a scene. A girl, me, but wearing clothes from another century, running through these woods while lanterns burned behind her. Someone was calling her name, calling my name. But it wasn't Luna. It was a word filled with moonlight and sorrow, a name I couldn't understand, yet felt carved into my soul. The scene darkened. The girl fell. The lanterns closed in, and everything turned to smoke. The truth beneath the silence. I stumbled back. "My past?" I whispered. "My other life?" The moonlit woman nodded. "A piece of you remained here, the part that never stopped running." I felt tears rise, not from sadness, but from the weight of remembering something I had carried without knowing. The forest breathes. The wind returned. The crickets resumed their song. The earth's heartbeat quickened, as if the forest itself was watching. The woman took my hand. It felt like holding light. "The night doesn't ask for endings," she said softly, "only for understanding." She placed my hand over my heart. The warmth there expanded,
spreading through my ribs, my throat, my lungs. A memory unlocked. Me, younger, making a promise to return when the time was right. The goodbye that never was. The woman began to fade, her silhouette thinning, turning translucent like mist under sunlight. Will I see you again? Her smile was moonlight. You see me every night. And with that, she dissolved into a scatter of silver dust, rising into the sky like a new constellation. The return home. The lake dimmed, the flowers stopped glowing, the forest exhaled a long, ancient breath. I walked back the way I came, only to realize the path had vanished. The forest was ordinary again, silent, dark, mortal. But I was not anymore. When I reached my home, the moon was higher, brighter, almost watching. And I understood. The forest hadn't shown me my past. It had shown me why I was drawn to the night, to whispers, to stories that don't stay on the page. I carry pieces of many lives, and some nights, those pieces carry me.
If your night ever feels too quiet, listen closely. It may be trying to remember you too.